Gavin's F1 stream starts in 2 minutes. It's nearly that hour the chat's alive. Counting down, it's almost time. 2 more minutes, feel the heat. Gavin's voice is on the beat. From Monaco to Silverstone, every corner, every zone, we're strapped in, no turning back. Racing hearts on the attack. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Gavin's stream is set to blow. Commentary fast and clean. It's the thrill of the F1 dream. Lap by lap he calls the fight. Feel the rush, the speed, the light. Engine scream, the world's in view. And it all begins with you. Lights are red, tension's high. Gavin's got the play-by-play live. Every overtake, every spin. 3 more minutes till we begin. So grab your seats, don't look away. The race is here, it starts today. With Gavin's call, we're on the line. It's Formula One, it's showtime. Grab your popcorn and enjoy my stream. Gavin's one stream starts in 2 minutes. It's nearly an hour, the chat's alive. Down, it's almost time. 2 more minutes, feel the heat. Gavin's voice is on the beat. From Monaco to Silverstone, every corner, every zone, we're strapped in, no turning back. Racing hearts on the attack. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Gavin's stream is set to blow. Commentary fast clean, it's the thrill of the F1 dream. Lap by lap, he calls the fight. Feel the rush, speed the light, engine scream. The world's in view, and it all begins with you. Lights are red, tension's high. Gavin's got the play-by-play lift. Every overtake, every spin. 3 more minutes till we begin. Don't look away, stay serious. We're Gavin's here today. Gavin's grip, Formula One, showtime. Enjoy my stream. Grab your popcorn. Grab mine.
Screens are glowing, the world's awake. Engines digital, hearts a stake. From every nation, they've come to race. To Monza's temple, the sacred place. Shadows fall across the park, but the circuit lights ignite the dark. Legends in Monza, racing through the night. Pixels burn like fire, speed becomes our light. As sports warriors, chasing destiny. In Monza City, we make history. Crowds connected across the seas, voices rising in symphonies. Every corner, every turn, victory's flame for loud. Hear the thunder of the crowd. Real or digital, the line is thin, but only the fastest soul will win. Legends in Monza, the world holds its breath, racing for glory, defying death. From pixels to passion, we all believe in Monza City. We'll never leave. Monza stands eternal, bold and free. The crown is speed for eternity.
Finally, The Rock says, drivers, start your engine!
We've got a feckin' race tonight. Friday night, the grid is set. Engines roar, no regrets. F1 league and the crowd's online. Lights go out, it's racing time. We've got a feckin' race tonight. Tires warm and the stakes are high. One mistake and you wave goodbye. From pole to pit, it's a wild ride with Gavin calling every line. Round the corner, here they come. Gavin's voice, the crowd goes numb. Checkered flag is in our sights. Friday feels like Saturday night.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to WERC, the World Esports Racing Championships here in Monza on a Friday night. I'm Gavin Bass, and I'm delighted to be with you this evening for this fabulous race in Italy. Unbelievable to see. Oh, look at all the people that are tuning in tonight. Kelly Kidd, good to see you. Raging Hawk, brilliant to see you. James, always keeping me company as usual. Speed Freaks in there. Lots of people watching. A full grid. What more could we ask for here in this wonderful, iconic track of Monza? Kelly Kidd is rapid. And I am absolutely going to try and get a race of champions at the end of this year at some stage in and around Christmas, where I'm going to invite all the top 3 guys of each league that I do commentary for. I have 6 leagues, so that should be 18 on a grid. And I'm going to ask them all to take part in the race of champions. So that should be something to really look forward to. It'll be a one-off stream, and I'm going to ask a very good friend of mine, Mad Mark, to join me on the comms that night to cover what should be an amazing race. So that'll be the top 3 guys in each league that I do commentary for, and that will be in and around Christmas sometime, and it should be an absolute epic race. Anyway, on to this race tonight. I'm Gavin Bass 1. This is Monza. This is WERC Racing League. And in the driving seats tonight, we've got Dank in the Red Bull. In the Aston Martin, we've got Kears. Then we've got Suspension driving the Ferrari this evening. On board the Kick Saba tonight is Dark Devil. And one of my favourites is LFC James in the McLaren. Almighty 45 is driving the Mercedes tonight, and K-Max is driving the Alpine. On board the Ferrari, we've got Andy tonight, and Rossi will be driving the Racing Bull. Bonafé driving the Aston Martin, and Kakik is driving the Mercedes this evening. Silent Shadow driving the Racing Bull, and Birchie will be on board with the Williams this evening. Porky Lemur is driving the Alpine, and Setters is the Williams this evening. Banisher Bain is driving the Haas, and his teammate tonight is Emre, R-I-V-L, and then the Racing Hawk, who has really become a fabulous friend of mine. Very ambitious lad. He runs the other leagues that I race, that I do commentary. And John DT, another great fan of mine, is John DT, and he's driving the McLaren this evening. And last but not least, just on the list tonight, is Helmut 2, and he's driving the Red Bull. So let's get some of the details up. Let's get that telemetry up. Map data is enabled, and your little mini map is all up there for you to see. Coming in from Kai ZA. Good evening, sir, and you're very, very welcome to the stream this evening. Really, really glad you could join us. So let's see who's on an outlap, and it looks like this lad here, Dank Fibber, is out on the outlap, or he's actually on a real lap, so let's stay on board with him as he flies down into these epic, well-known corners that I'll give you some more information about as we go on this evening. Birchie's already put in a 1:23.796, and he has put the top speed in very, very, very... Look at that. They're bouncing in now with some laps, and here comes all the laps coming in now. 1:19.374 for Kears. Raging Hawk gets a 1:19.650, and Setters a 1:19.867. LFC James a 1:26.60, and we're still on board with Bertie to see exactly, or sorry, we're on board with Dank to see what Dank can do. So let's just stay on board and let's see what this lad in the Red Bull can do this evening. Just coming up to the final corner, sweeps in there, takes a wee bit of the rumble strip on the left, and he wants to get it as close to the left-hand side, or the right-hand side as he can, and he's going over the line for a 1:21.009, and that puts him in a provisional 7th place. Helmuth is in the grass at the moment, don't know what he's done, but a 1:29.089. He's just getting out of the road of different drivers. Suspension has put in a 1:32. John DT a 1:33.8, and these guys have just obviously just gone out for a bit of a sightseeing lap, and they'll be doing something a wee bit more quicker than that as we get into it. On with Almighty Cloud in the Mercedes. Let's go and see what he can bring in this evening. This is the first quali session of 3, and as you all know, oh my goodness, just look at that time of a 1:18.308 by Thonifay. On the unbelievable lap there. Yeah, there are 3 quali sessions, so the top 15 will go through to Q2, and then after that, the top 10 will then pop in to Q3. Nice little tow going on there. And over the line, Almighty Cloud goes, and it's a 1:19.632. So a very safe and very, very rewarding lap there for Almighty Cloud in the Mercedes. Let's go on with Andy, or let's see. Yeah, Andy's on a lap. Let's go on with Andy. .206 miles per hour down that section. Into the right-hander he goes. Pretty tidy lap there from Andy in the Ferrari, and that puts him in 13th position with a 1:21.399. Great lap. It said full quali at the very beginning, as far as I know. On with Emery. Driving the Haas this evening. 209 miles per hour down into this left-hander. Takes that very beautifully. Oh yes, this is looking like a very, very, very solid lap here from the driving of the Haas driver of Emery Bowes. Gets well under the throttle there. And this is looking pretty tidy. Oh, tidy it is. P2 for the Haas of Emery Bowes. Great lap. So the boss has just come on there. That's IB29. That's the lad that owns the racing league, and he has confirmed that it's a full qualifying. Places you need to get right out there and get that second lap in. On with Bull this evening. He's just finishing off his lap. And let's see where he can get in here. Oh. Silent Shadow just puts in a 1:18.739, and that puts him very safe in a provisional 3rd position now in Q1. Great lap, sir. Take a bow. On with Kemax, driving the Alpine. He's got traffic ahead. Hope that doesn't deter him. Gets a wee bit squirrely round there. Round the right-hander he goes. Let's see what K-Max can do in the Alpine. Looking pretty decent. Sorry, I got that wrong. He'll try again. Let's ride on board with Rossi, driving the Racing Bull. Oh, flicks it in there beautifully and round that left-hander. He's got somebody in front of him. Let's hope that he doesn't hold him up. Gets a little bit of a drag off that car into the final right-hander now. This is looking pretty solid. Very solid it is. 6th place for Rossi. That secures him quali 2 for sure. So the people that need to look out are, I would say, James right down as far as suspension. Everybody else looks as if they're pretty safe, but anybody in the 120s might just have to try and get into those 119s. Let's just say there's a few fast guys still left, and they will definitely improve on those laps. Let's see who is out now, and we'll have a look. On board with Setters. Driving the Williams, and he's trying to improve on the 119.8. Don't know why he went out. I think 119.8 will be good, but he hasn't improved. So we'll try and find somebody who's really desperate. On Makaki. Oh, he's backing off. He doesn't like that lap. So he's going to recharge that battery and he's going to go again. On with Dark Devil. Oh, Dark Devil gets himself 13th position there. So it's all starting to get tensed up now. On with the Red Bull of Dank. Over the line he goes. E14. Helmuth is just warming up those tires now in the Red Bull, and he's definitely in the drop zone. So he's one to be watching for. He wants to be definitely better that 129.089. Let's ride on board with this lad. This is Helmuth. 216 miles per hour he touched there into the right-hander. He goes. And he's done very nicely round that corner, nice and softly onto that throttle. No traction control there. Let's see where he ends up at the end of sector 1. Yeah, he's just very slightly, he's just 100th up at the minute. So he needs to get going. He needs a really good sector 2 and sector 3. Round Lesmo 1 he goes. There he goes. DRS activated. 211, 12 miles per hour round this left-hander. Very easy to get this one wrong. And that gets Helmuth into 13th position provisionally at the moment. Yes, lads, if anybody's listening, please, please, please do not ready up early this evening. Give that 5-minute breaks between the qualification ending and the race start. That allows everybody plenty of time to get everything set up for the race. On with Andy. Andy's trying to better a 1:21.399, heading down to the finish of sector 3 now. This is looking promising. Oh, he gets it squarely, and that will have cost him time, and it will have cost him a lot of time. He just manages to keep it at 16th position, but he does better his time by 0.2. On with John D. Trying to better a 1:21.597. He needs to get into the late 120s to try and get a place in the Quali 2. Let's see what he's got. He's used a lot of the battery, but he's still got a little left. Silent Shadow has been happy with his 1:18.7. Round the corner, John D goes, but he gets awfully wide. Did he go too wide? I don't know. I think he did. He's jumping back into the pits, and it looks like he is not going to get through the Q2. On with K-Max. Yes, James, I think you're going to be okay, buddy. Keep those fingers, toes, and everything else crossed. You just might get into Q2 here. Settle yourself down. So just looking at those times, Bonifay 1:18.308. I wonder, can anybody get into the 1:17s this evening? Just looking at those times, there's a very good chance of it. But a 1:17 round here is an epic lap. and we just might see it tonight from one of these drivers. So there you have the positions. Funafay 1, Emre 2nd, Silent Shadow is 3rd, Kears 4th, Almighty Cloud 5th, Porky Lemur 6th, Rossi 7th, Setters 8th, Racing Hawk 9th, James 10th, Kara is 11th, Bane is 12th, Dark Devil 13th, 14th is Helmeth, and Dank Fibber is 15th. Andy, K-Max, John, Birchie, and Suspension all didn't make it. So, guys, don't be too disheartened with that. Jump onto Twitch, keep me company. Let me know how you're all getting on. If you have any shout outs you want to do, just do them, shout them out, and I will definitely shout out any requests, anything you've newborn babies, marriages, divorces, new girlfriends, anything you want to discuss, just say to Gavin and I'll shout it out there as they all get ready now. Really, really good viewing numbers tonight. Thank you very, very much, everybody, for jumping in, and thanks to a few of you for subscribing to the channel. As you know, you can subscribe free if you're an Amazon Prime customer. So there you go. Doesn't cost a thing to subscribe. If you do want to chuck your own money in, I don't think it's a whole fortune of money. I think it's about £3.50 a month to subscribe to the channel. All it does is gets rid of those horrible adverts that I can do nothing about. But for £3.69, it may just be worth getting rid of those ads. But I do not, and I reiterate this, I do not expect anybody to do that. It's your own choice. So, Q2 it is, and we've got 15 drivers through to Q2, and it's still nice weather here in Monza, and it's all looking good. LFC James says he's going to go out on used tyres, so not going to be fast. Heard that one before, James. The 120s are not going to cut it here. I would say you're going to have to be in the 119s to get through to the top 10. Some very, very fast drivers here. And just remember that first turn into the chicane is vital, and it's most important that everybody keeps their head on and just gets around it safely, stays safe for the first lap, and gets into that nice groove of just solid laps after solid laps and make your moves. The Raging Hawk gifting 5-tier subs to the Gavin Bass community. They've gifted a total of 5 in the channel. Oh my God, thank you so much, guys. That is so much appreciated. You don't earn an awful lot of money doing this, but you know what? It keeps me on double espressos, and it also keeps me on lemon and lime vape refills. So I'm riding on board with Rossi. He's out there and he's chomping at the bit. And as I said, we're looking for 119s here, I reckon. LB29, what about you, buddy? So there you go, there's the 119.171 from Porky Lemur and Rossi a 119.6. So that just shows you exactly what you need to be doing tonight as we go on with the Dank. 121, provisional 4th. LFC James 121. And they're all starting to come over now. 121 for Bain, a 120.566 for Bain, sorry. Let's see who's on a lap. On with Bonafé. This is looking very tidy. There's your first 118. Sorry, I'm wrong. 118.545. So 3 guys in the 118s so far this evening in Q2. On Makara. Oh, thank you, buddy. Thank you very, very much indeed for everything. Very, very much appreciated. Into the left-hander he goes. Takes that very nicely. DRS zone activated, and look at that top speed. 208 into this corner. What, 209 actually. Into the right-hander, very solid, and this is looking pretty decent as well. Gets a bit of a toe. Love to see them doing that. Might as well take everything that's going. Kira knows what he's doing. And a nice solid 7th place there for Kira. He's driving the Mercedes and puts in a fairly decent lap there. Well done, sir. Almost silent. Come on, Shadow. Managed that battery nicely, just leaves himself enough just to squeeze it over the line. Let's see what he's got here, but this looks pretty good. Absolutely, 1:18.542, putting him in pole position. I just felt that was a good lap, and what a good lap that was. Unbelievable stuff. Congratulations to Silent Shadow, putting it in provisional pole for quali 2. Absolutely brilliant. Now the guys that are in slight trouble here are coming all the way down from Kira right down as far as the Raging Hawk in P15. So I'm going to go on with this lad and see what he's doing. Oh, beautiful. My friend puts it into a 7th place in that Kick Salba and puts a beautiful lap in there. Absolutely beautiful. And I hope that is enough to get you through to Q3, sir. Almost headers. Driving the Williams. This guy's no slouch. I've watched setters many times, and this guy is absolutely on it. Flips it round the right-hander. Looking pretty solid here. Just needs to get it over that line. Let's see what he's got. Oh no, it's not a good lap for setters. That keeps him in 15th position. Or sorry, wrong. Apologies, setters. That's 9th for you at the moment. On Babine in the Haas. Let's see what he can do. Can he better that 125.66? Round Lesmo 1, 2. Oh, he's 2/10 down at the moment, so Bain might be out of this session. So I'm going to stay on board with Helmuth because at the moment he is absolutely needing a lap of his life here. So he's just warming up the tyres in this Red Bull and he's getting prepared for a lap. Let's ride on board. Down the start finish straight he goes, hits the DRS activation and takes every single millimetre out of that corner. Off he goes. He's trying. Let's see what he's doing at the end of Sector 2, sorry. Helmuth is pushing. Has he got enough to put himself into the top 10? Top right-hand corner, guys. Look at it. Yes, he is 8/10 up. So I'm presuming this could put him into a 120 something, and that might just get him into 10th position. Let's see if I've got that right, depending on how he goes at the end of this sector. Let's have you, Helmuth. Let's get you into the top 10. You're trying very hard, sir. Oh, just outside of 11th place for Helmuth in the Red Bull. Couple of comments on Twitch at the moment, just recognising how close the top 4 guys are together. You know, you've got a 118.5 right down to a 118.9, and that's between Silent Shadow, Bonifay, Emre and Almighty Cloud. Unbelievable laps in the 118s, guys. I know you're saving the 117s for the end. James is out in the lap. Let's see if James can improve on that 120.1371. And Raging Hawk, thank you so much for all your compliments. Yes, I put 100% into any of the leagues that I do commentary for. I've said it before, if people show ambition and show a genuine love for their league, I'm going to be right behind them and I'm going to try and help make their league as good as... James. Stop listening to the TV and concentrate on your driving. That has cost you, and that has cost you dearly. Yeah, P5 ain't that far off either. You're absolutely right, John. Absolutely right in what you say. Come on, James. You're up a second nearly. You might get it into the 119s here. I have a feeling. Oh, let's see what you got. 120.362. Sorry, I was slightly distracted there. On the Dark Devil. Dark Devil's way behind. 1 minute and 23 left. Who's out there? On with Banisher Bain in the Haas car tonight, and he's on a lap. I think he just made it over the line on time, and he's got himself a chance. Let's just see the deltas at the top right-hand corner, and let's see what Banisher Bain can do in this Haas this evening. Oh, he's slightly down on his first time, so he needs a really, really solid sector 2. Right now, he's sitting 13th position, and I don't think he's got what it takes to get himself into Q3. Let's see what he does sector 2. Oh, lovely. He's 8 tenths up. Oh, I tell you what, Kakik and Rossi need to be careful here. This could be a very good lap. Come on, Bain. Oh, 13th. Unlucky. Actually, he put it in 11th. Oh, Rossi. Oh, Rossi puts it in the 8th, and that has put somebody down. Well done to Rossi. I think that's just about the end of the session, and it looks like Banisher Bain, LFC James, Helmuth, Dark Devil, and Dank have all missed out Q3. So Silent Shadow gets the fastest lap so far, and that's a 1:18.542. Funafay 1:18.545. Emery Boss in third in a 1:18.603. Setters with a brilliant 1:18.898. And Almighty Cloud with a 1:18.905. Tears with a 1:19. Porky Lemur 1:19.171. And Rossi with a 1:19.330. Raging Hawk gets through to Q3 with a 1:19.486, with Kira, Taki Kira in the Mercedes just nudging it into P10. Unbelievable quality too, guys. Well done. Some great stuff coming through on Twitch. Look at the times from P1 to P7 and 8th to 9th. Isn't it going to be a spicy one? Yes, it's going to be spicy. And it's all about trying to get round that first corner without any incidents. I'm going to be all over it like a rash. Honestly, I am going to be all over that first corner like a rash. So if you're listening, guys, honestly, try not to mess that first corner up. Even if it means giving a couple of positions away just to keep your race clean, it will benefit you and it'll save you from losing an end plate or wing damage in that first section of the race. You don't want to be going into the pits at Monza. It's too fast and it's very, very difficult to catch up positions, especially if you have to go in and fit a new wing. On to Q3, and it is tense in the pits, to say the least. Absolutely tense, but you've got two Aston Martins in here, you've got two Mercedeses, you have two Racing Bulls, you've got an Alpine, you've got a Williams, you've got a Haas, and you've got that tick of Raging Hawk right in there, all in Q3, and unbelievable times to be set here this evening in Monza. For any new viewers watching, I'm Gavin Bass 1. I'm your commentary for this evening, and this is the World Esports Racing Championships League on a Friday night. Unbelievable full grid, as always, and this little league is growing and growing very fast. So secure your seat and don't let the guys down. Turn up on a Friday night and give it your best shot. I'm starting to gather up some really loyal fans that are really coming in every night onto my Twitch, and they're giving me lots of chat and lots of company. And I just want to say I do really, really appreciate it, because it can be a lonely old night here on your own. So all the comments coming in from the lads is very, very, very much appreciated. Now we've got guys out, and I'm going to go on with whoever is out the front. Let's see who is there, and we'll get some of the stuff up that we need. On with Setters. He's on a lap in the Williams. Q3. 10 minutes to prove who you are tonight. Oh, he's backed off. He's going to warm up again. Just flicking down them, trying to find one that's definitely going out. Porky just melted his tyres. I hope they are not his new fresh set. Might hurt his lap. Absolutely, John. Let's ride on board with Porky, driving the Alpine this evening. Into the first corner he goes. He might get a tow. .203 miles per hour into that corner. Round Lesmo 1. Oh, he gets a wee bit squirrely there, but he rescues it fine. Lesmo 2's done lovely. Rossi posts a 1:19.931, so Rossi has set the standard so far. That's soon knocked off by 1:19.298 by Kears. And Lemur puts it in fourth position with a 1:20.663. On with Funafay. He's got to be a favourite. Anybody who's listening and anybody's in the chat, what about giving me your top three? Doesn't need to be in any particular order. Let's hear you. Let's tell me who you think your top three will be tonight in Monza. On with Emery. Driving the Haas he goes into the left-hander. It's a toss-up for sure. I can't call it. Oh, what a lap. 1:18.204 for Emery. Puts him in pole position. Unbelievable lap, sir. On the Silent Shadow. I'm going to make a prediction. I am going to go top three, and I'm going to go Kears, Emery, and Setters. That's my top three prediction. And it's only a prediction. Silent Shadow might have something to say about that though. Let's see what they've done. Tenth position. Silent Shadow puts it in second there in 1:18.636. So the 1:18s are starting to flow, and the lads still have an opportunity to go out and better that. Almo Raging Hawk. Looks like he may be out of fuel, but he's already posted a 1:19.384. Absolutely. Give setters your love. On with Bonifay, Aston Martin driver, on another lap. Let's see what he does at the end of Sector 3 here. He's just warming up. And off he goes, full throttle. Into the pits he goes. They're all jumping into the pits. They're going to put that last set of fresh tyres on if they've got them. On Makaki Kera. It certainly is really hard to call, but I'm sticking with it. It's as spicy as a vindaloo with extra chili, sir. It's as spicy as a vindaloo. LFC James is putting Raging Hawk down as a win. That would be epic. I'd be right behind that. That would be lovely to see. Never write anybody in this top 10 off. Anybody can win this, and anybody and anything can happen in this race tonight in Monza. P9 for Kakik. I think Almighty Cloud might be on a lap. Let's see what he's got. This is looking good. Oh, P3 for Almighty Cloud. Great lap there from the Mercedes driver. Absolutely fabulous lap, putting him in a solid P3 provisionally. 2 minutes and 34 to go on McKeers. Oh, he's just warming up. Who's on the night lap? Let's see who we've got out now. Bonifay is going to try and knock Emery off top position here. 204. Can he do it? All eyes on the Aston P2 currently. He's wanting the better. A 118, 218. I'm going to stay on board with this lad, and if he doesn't do it in Sector 1, or at least in Sector 2, I'll bounce on and see if anybody else is on it. getting all the grip and all the heat into those tyres, preparing himself for the lap. Over the line he goes. DRS activated. Let's see what the top speed is here. Oh, 216 miles per hour into the right-hander. He will go. Takes that very nicely. Beautifully under the throttle. Keep your eyes peeled in the top right-hand corner. We want to see a minus sign here. And the sector 1, what's he got? Oh, he's just ever so slightly up, but it's only ever so slightly he needs to be, because he's literally, he's literally nowhere. He can get P1 here. A slight improvement is what we need here. Just a slight improvement in P2. Hits the DRS zone. He's pushing. He's left a little bit of battery left for the very, very important sector 3. But he's now, he's 1.63 up. And that's definitely going to be enough to put him in pole position. I think we are on board with the pole sitter of this race this evening, and that is Bonifay in the Aston Martin. Absolutely crushes it round that right-hander, takes everything out of the corner, and this looks like a lap on P1, and he does it. 1:18.198. He posts the fastest lap. He puts it on provisional pole. Brilliant lap, sir. Absolutely brilliant lap. What's Emra got to do that? What has he got to do? You what, Bonifay? You and that somebody was on the silent shadow. P3 for him at the moment. On McKeers. And that looks like the end of quali. Oh my goodness. It's starting to really, really heat up here. It's starting to really heat up. So there you have it. Emre, Bonifay, Silent Shadow, Kears in 4th, Almighty Cloud in the Mercedes in 5th. Raging Hawk, a beautiful 6th position in the kick. The Williams of Setters in 7th, and Rossi in 8th in the Visa Cash App. Kara is in 9th position in the Merc, and the last on the grid in this section was 10, Porky Lemur in the Alpine this evening. Phenomenal quality, and it's going to be one heck of an intense race. I wonder, will the weather stay dry, or will it show a little rain here in Italy? Time will tell, and we'll all find out very shortly. But right now, guys, don't be readying up and give us a 5-minute break before you press that start button. Just wait until the host of the lobby presses ready up, and then follow suit and jump in behind him. Lots of guys watching. Everybody's more than welcome here this evening with Gavin Bass 1. This is WERC League, and that stands for the World Esports Racing Championships here in Monza. And what a quali session we just had. But as always, what you do in the pits is you play the national anthem. And here we go.
Thank